Miscellaneous exercise, chapter number 3, question number 10. A manufacturer produces 3 products X, Y, Z, which he sells in 2 markets. Annual sale prices are indicated below. Market 1, market 2. Products, first market for X, that this is X 1000, 10,000, Y 2000, Z 80,000. Second market X 6,000, Y 20,000, Z 8,000. If unit sale price of X, Y, Z are rupees 2.50, rupees 1.50, rupees 1 respectively, find the total revenue in each market. You have to find the total revenue in each market with the help of matrix algebra. Second one, if the unit cost of the above 3 commodities are rupees 2, rupees 1 and rupees 50 paise. 50 paise, not rupees, 50 paise respectively, find the gross profit. We have to find the total revenue and we have to find the total cost. Then gross profit is total revenue minus total cost. How to find? To find total revenue of the first market is found by 10,000 into 250 plus 2,000 into 150 plus 80,000 into 1 rupee. That is the total revenue of the first market. To find the total revenue of the second market, 6,000 into 250 plus 20,000 into 150 plus 8,000 into 1 rupee. If you add both the total cost, total revenue, the revenue of the total market 1 and market 2, that's the total revenue. Then how to find the total cost? Total cost of the first market is 10,000 into 2 rupees plus 2,000 into 1 rupee plus 80,000 into 50 paise. That is the total cost of the first market. How to find the total cost of the second market is 6,000 into 2 rupees plus 20,000 into 1 rupee plus 8,000 into 50 paise will give the total cost of the second market. Total cost of the both the markets, add both the market. Then subtract the total cost from the total revenue, will get the gross profit. But we are asked to prove with the matrix, with the help of matrix algebra. But we have to form a matrix, then we have to solve this stuff. First you have to form a annual sales matrix. Annual sales matrix. Annual sales matrix. A is equal to market 1 10,000, 10,000, 2,000, 80,000. Market 2 6,000, 20,000 and 8,000. This is market 1, this is market 2. It is a 2 by 3 matrix. It is 2 rows and 3 columns. Then form sale price matrix. Sale price matrix. What is the sale price matrix? B is equal to 2.5, 1.5, 1. 2.5, 1.5, 1. It is a row matrix. It is a row matrix. Its order is 1 row and 3 columns. To find revenue, we have to find that we have to multiply both the sale price matrix into product matrix into sale price matrix. To check whether it is possible or not possible. A is of order 2 by 3, B is of order 1 by 3. When two matrices conformable multiplication, when the number of columns in the first matrix must be equal to number of rows in the second matrix. number of columns in the first matrix must be equal to number of rows in the second. But here it is not that. It is not that. So this is not possible. So A equal to 2 by 3, B equal to 3 by 1. Now it is possible. You will get a AB as 2 by 1. So this same matrix may be, it is not a row matrix, we have to convert it to a column matrix. We have to convert it to a column matrix. So it is, B matrix is 2.5, 1.5 and 1 rupee. This is column matrix. Then find the total revenue. Total revenue. Total revenue is equal to this product into cost is equal to 10,000, 52,000, 18,000, 6,000, 20,000 into 8,000 into 2.5, 1.5. It is conformable for multiplication. First row, first column. First row, first column. 10,000 into 2.5, 25,000 plus 2,000 into 1,000, 1.5, 3,000 plus 18,000 into 1 rupee, 18,000. Second row, first column. 6,000 into 2.5. 6.2 is nothing but 15,000 plus 20,000 into 1.5 will give 30,000 plus 8,000 into 1,000, 8,000. If you add, you will get answer. 25,000, 28,000, 46,000. 46,000. 15,000, 45,000, 53,000. This is market 1, market 2. Therefore, total revenue for first market is rupees 46,000. Total revenue for second market is rupees 53,000. So we have found now what is the total revenue of the first market is rupees 46,000. Total revenue of the second market is rupees 50,000. Now we have to find the total cost of the first market and total cost of the second market. First we have to find that we have to multiply the product matrix by the cost price matrix. So we have to find, now we have to find the cost price matrix. Let cost price matrix. Let cost price matrix is equal to C. Cost price matrix is equal to C is equal to the cost price, again it is a column matrix, 2 rupee, then 1 rupee and 50 paise. We should not give in 50 paise, all in a single unit. Rupee, it's also in rupee 0.50 paise is 0.5 rupees. This is the cost matrix. Now we have to find what is the total cost. Total cost is equal to this A into C. C is 10,000 into 2,000 into 80,000 into 6,000 into 20,000. 6,000, 20,000, 8,000 into cost price matrix. Cost price matrix is 2 rupees, 1 rupees, 0.5 rupees. Multiply. You will get 10,000 into the 4. 10,000 into 20,000 plus 2000 into the 2000 plus 18,000 into half. This is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 rupee is 3,000. Then 6,000 into the 12,000. 12,000 plus 20,000 into 1, 20,000 plus 8,000 into 1 by 2, 4,000. Then this is the 20,000, 22,000, 31,000. 31,000. Then this is 12,000, 32,000, 36,000. 36,000. That is the total cost. Total cost of market 1 is rupees 31,000. Total cost of market 2 is rupees 36,000. So we have found what is the total cost of the market 1 and total cost of the market 2. Next, the gross profit. Gross profit is equal to total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue minus total cost. Gross profit in market 1 is equal to, it is 46,000 minus 51,000 rupees 50,000. Then gross profit in market 2 is 53,000 minus 36,000 is equal to rupee 70,000. That's all the answer. 16,000. Chapter 3, miscellaneous exercise, question number 11. Question number 11. Find the matrix capital X so that capital X into matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is equal to matrix minus 7, minus 8, minus 8, 2, 4, 6. We have to find a matrix such that X into this matrix is equal to this matrix. Let's assume this matrix is A, this matrix is B. So we have to prove that X into A is equal to B. It is given that X into A is equal to B. A is of order 2 by 3. A is of order 2 rows and 3 columns. B is of order 2 by 3. Now, X matrix into A matrix is equal to B matrix, but we don't know what is the order of the matrix A. To find the order of the matrix A, if XA is conformable, X into A is conformable means number of columns in the matrix X must be equal to number of rows in the matrix A. Since the number of rows in the matrix A is 2, number of columns in the matrix X is also 2. Now, we don't know how many rows. Now, how many rows are in column X? To find, since X into A is 2 by 3, the number of the answer matrix B has 2 rows, so X matrix also 2 by 2. Though the matrix of X, the order of the matrix X is 2 by 2. Therefore, X into A is equal to B. X is a matrix of order 2 by 2. A is a matrix of order 2 by 3. Therefore, B is a matrix of order 2 by 3. That we can find. Now, let capital X is equal to, assume A, B, C, D. Let X is equal to A, B, C, D. Assume that. Now, given X into A is equal to B. A, B, C, D into A matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is equal to -7, -8, -9, 2, 4, 6. First row, first column. A plus 4B. A plus 4B. 2A plus 5B. 2A plus 5B. Second row, second column. First row, second column. Then first row, third column. 3A plus 6B. Second row, first column. C plus 4D. C plus 4D. Second row, second column. 2C plus 5D. Second row, third column. 3C plus 6D. So we have multiplied, which is equal to -7, -8, -9, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. See, its order 2 by 3. It is also order 2 by 3. There is a equal to symbol between two matrices. That means both the left hand side matrix is equal to right hand side matrix. That means when two matrices are equal, then the corresponding elements are equal. That is the equality of two matrices. So comparing the corresponding elements, corresponding elements we can catch. We got A plus 4B. A11 is equal to A11 minus 7. Equation number 1. Then 2A plus 5B. A12 is equal to A12 minus 8. That is enough. Two equations is enough because since two variables we need two equations. Then compare A21 C plus 5D equal to A21 2. Equation 3. 2C plus 5D is 4. So we got 4 equations. 4 unknowns, we got 4 equations. By solving 4 the equation you will get. Solving 1 and 2. Solving 1 and 2. Equation 1 into 2 implies 2A plus 8B. 2A plus 8B is equal to 14. 2A plus 8B equal to minus 14. Equation 2 into 1 implies 2A plus 5B. 2A plus 5B equal to minus. 2A plus 5B is equal to minus 8. Now change the sign. Minus 8 cancel. 3B equal to minus 6. B is equal to minus 2. B is equal to minus 2. Substitute B is equal to minus 2 in. Substitute B equal to minus 2 in 1. A plus 4 into minus 2. A plus 4 into minus 2 equal to minus 7. A minus 8 equal to minus 7. A equal to 8 minus 7 equal to 1. So A equal to 1. Then solving 3 and 4. Solving 3 and 4. Equation 3 into 2 implies 2C plus 10D. 2C plus 10D is equal to 4. Equation 4 into 1 implies 2C plus 5D. 2C plus 5D equal to 4. 2C plus 5D equal to 4. Then change the sign. So minus 2C. So 5d, 10d minus 5d, 5d is equal to 0, d is equal to 0, d equal to 0. Substitute d equal to 0 in 3, d equal to 0 in 3, c plus 5d, 5 into 0 equal to 2, so c equal to 2, c equal to 2. So what the X matrix is, right in order wise, what is all? First A is minus 2, 1, 1, A equal to 1, 1, minus 2, 2, 0. That is a good matrix. Therefore, X matrix is 1, minus 2, 2, 0. For n is equal to 1, a b power 1 is equal to b power 1 into a. This implies b power 1 is 1, ab is equal to b power 1 is ba. So, by 1. Therefore, P of 1 is true. Assume the statement is true for n is equal to k belongs to n. N is equal to k belongs to n. P of k equal to P of k is equal to a. P of k implies a b power k is equal to b power k into a. Assume equation number 2. For n is equal to k plus 1. For n is equal to k plus 1. P of k plus 1 is equal to a b, such that b of k plus 1 is equal to b power k plus 1 into a. Now consider LHS. Considering LHS, a b into k power b power k plus 1 is equal to a into b power k into b, since a power x into a power y equal to a power x plus y. A power x plus y is equal to a power x into a power y. Then a into b power k. A into b power k is equal to b power k into a. In place of a into b power k, I can write b power k into a. B power k into a into b by 2, by equation number 2 is equal to b power k into ab by associative law. By associative law, b power k is equal to b power k into ba by 1. AB converted as BA. Again by B power is equal to B power K into B into A. Again by associative law. B power K into B is B power K plus 1 into A, your RHS. That is, we have proved that b power k plus 1 into a, we have proved RHS. That is first proof. Second proof. AB the whole power n equal to a power n into b power n. Let P of n such that AB the whole power n is equal to a power n into b power n. Or n is equal to 1. P of 1 equal to ab the whole power 1 into a power 1 is equal to a power 1 into b power 1 equal to ab. ab is equal to ab. A power 1 is ab is equal to ib. Therefore, P of 1 is true. P of 1 is true. Let assume P of k is true. Assume the statement is true for or n is equal to k belongs to E. P of k is equal to a power k ab the whole power k is equal to a power k b power k, equation number 4. You consider this proof as equation number 3. Equation number 3. A power k, ab the whole power k is equal to a power k into b power k. Or n is equal to k plus 1. P of k plus 1. P of k plus 1. P of k plus 1 equal to ab the whole power k plus 1 equal to a power k plus 1 into b power k plus 1. Here like this. ab the whole power k plus 1 equal to ab the whole power k into ab. ab the whole power k into ab is equal to a power k into p power k into ab. A power k into p power k by ab come 4. A power k by 4 is equal to a power k into b power k into ba by 1, because ab equal to ba given is equal to a power k into b power k into b into a by associative law. By associative law is equal to a power k into b power k plus 1 into a. A power b power k plus 1 into a. B power k plus 1 into a is our a into b power k plus 1. A power k into a power a into b power k. A into b power k plus 1 by 3 is equal to a power k into a power k plus 1 into b power k plus 1. Therefore, by PMI, it is true for all n belongs to natural number. It is true for all n belongs to natural number. Miscellaneous example 26. If a is equal to cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta, then prove that a power n is equal to cos n theta sin n theta minus sin n theta cos n theta for small n belongs to natural number. This sum can be proved by principle of mathematical induction. The principle of mathematical induction involves 3 steps. First, prove the statement is true for n is equal to 1. After proving n is equal to 1, assume the statement is true for n is equal to k. Then Prove the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. After proving n is equal to k plus 1, we can conclude that the statement is true for all values of small n belongs to natural number. Let A P of n such that a power n equal to cos n theta sin n theta minus sin n theta cos n theta. For n is equal to 1, P of 1 equal to a power 1 equal to cos theta n 1 into theta theta sin theta then minus sin theta cos theta is equal to a. Therefore, P of 1 is true. P of 1 is true. Assume the statement is true for n is equal to k, where k belongs to natural number. N is equal to 2 for n, k belongs to natural number. Therefore, P of k is equal to a power k is equal to cos, wherever you got n, substitute k, cos k theta sin k theta minus sin k theta cos k theta. To prove n is equal to k plus 1. To prove n is equal to k plus 1. P of k plus 1. P of k plus 1 is equal to a power k plus 1. A power k plus 1 is equal to, in this wherever you got substitute, n is equal to k plus 1. Cos of k plus 1 into theta sin of k plus 1 into theta minus sin of k plus 1 into theta cos of k plus 1 into theta. This is equation number 1. This equation number 1. Consider LHS. Consider LHS. LHS equal to a power k plus 1. A power k plus 1. A power k plus 1 can be written as a power k into a power 1. Because a power m plus n is a power m into a power n. A power k plus 1 is equal to a power k into a power 1 is equal to a power k cos k theta sin k theta minus sin k theta cos k theta. This is a power k into a cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. Then we have to multiply LHS. LHS is equal to cos power k theta into cos k theta into cos theta cos k theta into cos theta sin k theta cos k theta into cos theta. Then first row first then minus sin k theta into sin theta minus sin k theta into sin theta. Then first row, second column, cos k theta into sin theta, cos k theta into sin theta plus sin k theta into cos theta, sin k theta into cos theta. Second row, first column, minus sin k theta into cos theta, minus sin k theta into cos theta, minus cos k theta into minus sin theta, minus cos k theta into sin theta. Then second row, second column, minus sin k theta into sin theta, minus sin k theta into sin theta plus cos k theta into cos theta into cos theta. Now rearrange is equal to cos k theta into cos theta minus sin k theta into sin theta. This one sin k theta into cos theta plus cos k theta into sin theta. Take minus n here. Minus of sin k theta into cos theta plus cos k theta into sin theta. This one cos k theta into cos theta minus sin k theta into sin theta. Now, in trigonometry we got one formula we are studying in 11th standard. Sin of a plus b is equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Cos of a plus b is equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b, minus sin a sin b. So this LHS will become cos of k theta plus theta, sin of k theta plus theta, sin of k theta plus theta minus sin of k theta plus theta, cos of k theta plus theta, k theta plus theta. In this k theta plus theta we can take theta common. We take theta common, that is cos of k plus 1 into theta, multiply k theta plus theta, sin of k theta plus theta minus sin of k theta, sin of k plus 1 into theta, sin of k plus 1 into theta, cos of k plus 1 into theta. If we see, this is your RHS. This is your, which is equal to RHS. But RHS. Therefore, by the principle of mathematical induction, the statement is true for all n belongs to natural number. For all n belongs to natural number. Chapter 3, miscellaneous example. Example number 27. If A and B are symmetric matrices of same order, then show that AB is symmetric matrix if and only if A and B are commute. A and B are commute means A and B are commutative. Commutative should satisfy commutative property. If AB is equal to BA, then A and B are said to be commute. Since given A and B are symmetric. Symmetric means symmetric matrices. Therefore, A transpose is equal to A and B transpose is equal to B. Then we have to show that AB is also a symmetric matrix. To prove AB is a symmetric matrix, we have to prove that AB the whole dash is equal to AB. Find AB the whole dash. AB the whole dash is equal to B dash into A dash. Since by reversal law of transposers. Reversal law of transposers. AB dash, AB the whole dash is equal to B dash into A dash by reversal law of transposers. In place of B dash, I can write B because B dash is equal to B. In place of A dash, I can write A because A dash is equal to A. AB the whole dash, we got BA. But AB the whole dash is equal to AB only, AB is completed. So, AB, BA equal to AB, BA equal to AB, when BA equal to AB, A and B are commute. Therefore, AB is symmetric. AB is symmetric if and only if A and B commute. A and B commute. Chapter 3, miscellaneous example 28. If A, let A equal to 2, minus 1, 3, 4, first two, that matrix. Second matrix B, 5, 2, 7, 4. Third matrix C, 2, 5, 3, 8. We have to find a matrix D such that CD minus AB equal to 0. Since A, B, C are 2 by 2 matrices, the D must be a 2 by 2 matrix because AB is defined, CD is also defined. Therefore, CD must be a 2 by 2 matrices. Let D equal to A, B, C, D. Then, given that CD minus AB equal to 0. 0 means null matrix, 2 by 2 null matrix. CD, C, 2, 5, 3, 8. D, A, B, C, D minus A, 2, minus 1, 3, 4. B, 5, 2, 7, 4 equal to 2 by 2 null matrix. Null matrix. Now multiply 2A plus 5C plus second row, first row, second column. 2B plus 5D. So first second row, first column. 3A plus 8C. Then 3B plus 8D plus, minus, subtract 2 into 5, 10, minus 1 into 7, minus 7, 2 into 2, 4, minus 1 into 4, minus 4, 3 into 5, 15, 4 into 7, 28, 3 into 6, 4 into 4, 16 is equal to 0, 0, 0. Then 2A plus 5C, 2B plus 5D, 3A plus 8C, 3B plus 8D minus 3, 0, 43, 22 equal to null matrix 0, 0 null matrix. Then we can form equation. 2a plus 5c 2a that is 2a plus 5c minus 3, then 3a plus 8c minus 43, 2b plus 5d minus 0, 3b plus 8d minus 22 equal to 0, 0. Left hand side is a 2 by 2 matrix, right hand side also a 2 by 2 matrix. Two matrices are equal matrices, therefore we can equate the corresponding elements. By equating the corresponding element, 2a plus 5c minus 3 equal to 0. Equation 1. 3a plus 8c 3a plus 8c minus 43 equal to 0. Equation number 2. 2b plus 5d 2b plus 5d equal to 0. Equation number 3. 3b plus 8d minus 22. 3b plus 8d minus 22 equal to 0. Equation 4. Now solve 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Solving 1 and 4 by eliminating a. Equation 1 into 3. 6a plus 15c minus 9 equal to 0. Equation 2 into 2 implies 6a plus 16c minus 86 equal to 0. Change the sign. Cancel. Minus c equal to minus c plus 77 equal to 0. C equal to minus 7. C minus c equal to minus 77. Therefore c equal to 77. Substitute c equal to 77 in 1. In 1, 2a plus 5 into 77 minus 3 equal to 0. 2a plus 385 minus 3 equal to 0. 5 into 5, 7, 8, 7, 3. 2a plus 382 equal to 0. 2a equal to minus 382. A equal to minus 191. A equal to minus 191. Now solving 3 and 4. Equation 3 into 3 implies 6b plus 15d equal to 0. Equation 4 into 2 implies 6b plus 16d minus 44 equal to 0. Change the sign. Minus, minus, plus. Cancel. Minus d plus 44 equal to 0. Minus d equal to minus 44. Therefore, d equal to 44. D equal to 44. Substitute d equal to 44 in 3. In 3. So 2b plus 5 into 44 equal to 0. 2b plus 220 equal to 0. 2b equal to minus 220. b is equal to minus 110. So we got the value A minus 191, B minus 110, C 77, D 44. Now substitute in the D. Therefore the required D matrix is required D matrix. The required D matrix is minus 191, minus 110, 77, 44.